God damn it, hang on.
Oh, by the way,
There we go, I get an 11.
okay, you get an 11. Can I have another spot check, please, for Matt?
Oh, gosh, that's... You said that's a wisdom modifier?
Yep.
Yep.
So, let me go back up to wisdom. That's a +1. Plus I'm an elf, so that's a +3 altogether.
You don't have spot.
Actually, I don't check. I don't think I took it. I took some other stuff. Oh no, I do have spots. Actually, no. Wow. It's a +9. 9. Woo! Yay!
Wait, how the fuck can he see? He should have a penalty for being in a bright light.
Yeah, he's actually in the tree, so he
Oh, fair
doesn't
enough.
get the penalty. Okay, you get 23.
Yep. I'm in the
Okay.
shade, which means I can still see things again, but it's still not. It's still kind of.
Okay. Okay, Lucas, you
Yes.
don't see Jack.
Oh, great.
What's your character's name again, by the way?
I'm not telling you.
You're struck by lightning. The spot
Fine.
check was to see a low flying god.
Fuck. Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't actually think of one.
Alright. Fair enough.
Hang on, I'll get back to you with that in a second.
Okay, no worries. I'll get back to you both on your names, because I definitely want those by next session.
I actually did get it. I did type up.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that.
Did you write your full
Miss-
name? Did you get a full
Miss
name,
Elf.
Matt?
He needs a family name, and at most he needs a family name. So, and
So I'm
Oh,
guessing
I've got
the
it, I've got
name
it, I've got it,
would-
I've got it.
Would be technically the family name then.
huh?
So I'm assuming the name I.
I've got a name, don't worry.
Would technically be the family name then.
Yeah, you'll have a family name, and at this stage, you'll probably have a name reflecting your duty in the military. So it'll probably be something along the lines of your family name and a recruit title. Okay,
I've got a name as well, don't worry.
okay. So no one kind of wants to pay any kind of attention to what our friendly elf has spotted.
By the way, it's Edwin Mason.
Okay, so no one cares about what our elf has spotted.
What did I?
Wait, no, dude, we got derailed with names.
Yeah, you have not exactly told me what I actually saw.
Yeah, I've been trying to. Okay,
Well, you started on the whole name thing, and now you got everyone flustered.
now shut up and get on with it. Okay, right. Right. Our little dark elf sitting in the woods, setting up her tent, has spotted something. At the base of a tree, there is a couple of segments of armor plating, carapace armor plating. A quick scan up for you reveals nothing, Lucas, but our elf has spotted something. Halfway up the tree, nicely camouflaged, actually exceedingly well camouflaged, the fact that you spotted it was the damn luck more than anything, is a giant insect. Crushed flat up against the bark and holding still as possible. It has two forward claws which it holds straight to its chest, almost as if it's praying.
Oh, Meg.
It's approximately 40 feet into the actual deeper into the woods, and it's not moving.
While it's not moving, I quickly get the attention of my fellow dark elves and point.
I've been working on my tent all day long. I'm just pitching up a
Okay,
tent
so-
next to my cart.
Lucas finishes tying off his tent to the creature's leg.
What? I didn't go that deep in. I'm right on the fucking beach.
Okay, yeah, no, It would have allowed that anyway. Right. Okay. Yeah. The creature remains still and motionless right up to the point where you and your fellow dark elves turn it into a giant pincushion. There are just too many quarrels lashed at it for it to have any kind of actual real challenge or, well, this thing just got completely and utter shish. It had no chance.
I got my fellow people's attention and we went, get it!
Okay. Yeah, the creature is large, as in a large praying mantis, far bigger than anything you've ever seen in your old world. The largest the praying mantises got back there was approximately, the largest of them, about twice the size of your thumb. This one, about the same size as your raptor.
Freaking huge!
The armor plating below it, where it had probably the remains of its last meal, you can't tell what they were, but they are black and white striped. They are yellow and black striped.
Wait, what?
The remains of a previous meal. You can't tell what the armor plates used to belong to, only except for the main predominant color was yellow with black stripes. Okay, on the beach, the crew has finished unearthing what it was they found. It seems that whatever it was you drove over earlier turns out to be a large section of carapace.
Do I notice this, or I'm just going think, think, think?
It's about 20 feet wide.
I mean, do I notice this, or am I too busy working on my little tent?
There is a commotion over it. They found a 20-foot wide shell of what looks to be a crab.
Well, I immediately start packing up my tent.
Needless to say, between the dark elves,
crab.
between the dark elves dragging a giant praying mantis out of the woods, and the discarded shell of a 20-foot wide crab, which has been pierced through the outer shell, as in whatever killed this thing actually bit through its carapace to do so.
How thick is the shell?
The shell is approximately about 2 inches thick.
That's actually really thin, considering it's 20 feet wide.
It's still a crab.
Yeah, but still, 2 inches thick, that's, I think most of the normal weapons will be able to get through that, actually.
It's 2 inches thick of pretty much bone plate. Good luck.
I'm gonna sidle over whilst they're. I'm gonna slide over whilst they're all being like arguing over it and panicking, and see if I can scrape off some of the bone samples to study.
Dude, they let me have it.
Oh, I can have it. Okay, yoink. I don't know how I'm gonna carry the fucking thing, but okay.
No, I mean the sample.
Okay.
One of the actual one of. Yeah, one of the workers is actually telling these fellow workers that they could actually, if they can patch the hole in the shell, they could actually use it as a temporary roof for a shelter. But the main topic of conversation between the mantis and the crab shell is the fact that no one is particularly beginning to feel safe on this beach.
I'm going. Oh, by the way, I'm going to see if I can't get some samples of the mantis as well.
Yeah, sure.
No one objects to me just running around taking all these monster bits.
By the way, as you come over and get some of the mantis, we kind of, possibly me and maybe one or two of the other dark elves kind of go, there's also something else that it was eating over there. You might want to have a look at that, too.
And you didn't bring any of this back?
No, nature... we didn't have to kill it.
A knowledge nature,
do you mind running off and fetching it?
A knowledge nature check might be able to identify it, if you actually have that skill.
I've got knowledge nature. So they have to bring it to me and then I can look it over. Well, you're the trained fighters. Off you go and fetch it and I'll be able to identify it for you.
Yeah.
I sort of just warily look at the raptor and go, "Nice reptile."
It eats your face.
Ah! Get off my mask!
Okay, can you make a a quick nature check?
Oh, so they just go and fetch you without a problem, yeah?
Yeah, that would be fine. If you can make... Oh, do you have heal?
Yes.
And can you make a heal check for the crab and a nature check for the shell segment?
Are they both colored the same thing, by the way?
Well, no, the crab in this is not the same color. The crab is almost a whitish, an offish white. It actually blends in exceedingly well with the beach.
Shit. Okay, so it's a nature for the crab.
Yep. No, heal for the crab.
Okay, hang on.
And nature for the shell pieces.
5 plus my wisdom, so that's 6. So okay, for the crab. Well, that's not right.
What?
1d20 equals 6.
Not equals 6.
There we go, 19.
Okay, and for the shell pieces?
And for the shell, that's going to be nature, which is 5, plus my int of 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm waiting.
Hang on, my computer's slow. Oh, no, I botch. I think this belongs to a dolphin.
You fail science forever. Get the fuck off this land. Okay,
Hey.
That belongs to a dolphin not loud. I believe one of the drow just smacked you in the back of the head.
No, it comes from a whale.
Yeah, you can't identify what the shell pieces are from, but you can identify that whatever killed the crab did so in a single bite, which pierced through its shell and pierced where its major organs would have been. So whatever killed it did it in one hit.
Several piercings or just one piercing?
One set of jaw marks, which are approximately 2.5 feet wide.
Permission to inspect the jaw marks to see if it doesn't correlate to any animal I've encountered before or studied.
No,
could I do that?
Sure. Yeah, you can.
Is that a nature or?
I'm gonna go with nature.
Okay, so that's another 1d20 plus 8. This is where I fucking fail. Oh no, I get 24 this time.
Okay.
It's a 50-foot crocodile. Shit.
It's not a crocodile.
Okay.
Although it does share many similarities.
Oh, so it's an alligator.
No. You're thinking. You are actually right in thinking alligator, but try older. Much older.
I know what you're referring to. I can't remember the fucker's name right now. It's I know what you mean. It is literally like the 50-foot crocodile from prehistoric times, essentially, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember the thing's name, but I didn't even know that was in the D&D books. So, unless you're running it as a dire crocodile, in which case, fuck.
Let me question this. Are we talking about that dinosaur from Jurassic Park 3?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
So we're literally talking about a crocodile that was about 50, 60 feet long. Legitimately.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I remember the Walking with Dinosaurs episode. I'm like,
yeah.
no. Does this look like a saltwater thing or a freshwater thing?
It's a basically, it was a crocodile that ate dinosaurs.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not a Chronosaurus, because fuck that shit. That thing was proper scary. However, luckily, Chronosaurus couldn't get on land.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, I inspected the shell quickly to see if there's any marks you could have gotten from, like, claws or something, when it, like, if it bit down and tried to rip off or anything.
No, you can find no claw marks.
Okay.
Most of the damage was one swift bite, and there is damage to show where more bites have emptied it out. Though if it does help, you don't think this thing actually died on the beach.
Yeah, I figured that might got swept up here.
Okay.
Because I'm like,
Okay. Initial surveys also show that there is initial surveys. And you
This is-
look show
God
there
damn
is
it,
no
Mass Effect.
actual river. There's no freshwater river heading to anywhere on the beach you can see. So between the giant insects, giant freaking dead crabs, lack of water.
prehistoric animals and a volcanic island.
Okay, there is a they are there is a huge they are beginning a rapid. They are rapidly gathering people together to explore the island.
I'm
They're planning a rapid detenting and planning to move out hell out of here.
Oh fuck yeah, the tent's already coming down. But no,
I already packed mine down the moment if I found the fucking crab shell.
Oh, sorry. No, the tent isn't coming down, but guards are being posted. But yeah, they are setting out groups to actually look around and try and explore. And actually, Lucas, you've actually caught the attention of one of the actual people actually wearing armor still.
How? I'm just
Mainly
quietly-
because you've been running around, identifying, pointing stuff out, gathering samples, have already gathered plant samples, and people have been watching, you know.
I haven't been pointing stuff out like everyone look at this. I've been like, oh, that's
Yeah,
curious.
you've been going,
Ooh, that's
now a
curious.
bit of this, now a bit of that.
With a
now
shovel
bit
as
of
well.
that.
With a shovel, like digging
Yeah.
stuff up.
So, he's basically... Yeah, basically one of the armored footmen have actually come over and actually started asking you about what you found and your opinions of it. About the shell, about the bite mark, about the creature in the woods, about the plants and stuff that you've taken samples of.
The creature in the woods is the one that I fucking failed, right?
Yeah, but you did have a look at it.
Oh no, I'm also going to take a quick look at the actual mantis.
Oh yeah.
Is that heal as well, or?
Well, healing you could identify what killed it.
I look at the 25 crossbow bolts sticking out of it.
Oh yeah, you'd have to roll a 1.
Yeah. So okay, knowledge nature to actually
I'd
learn
go
about the
heart
thing.
attack.
I'm guessing knowledge nature to learn about the thing then. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, 1d20 plus 8. I botch again. Wow, this thing's got me puzzled.
Actually, no, not really, because you already have it identified.
Yeah.
So you don't.
I'm just like, it's just a giant mantis. I don't know anything else about
Put it this way: at 9, I can tell you one thing about it.
You can't because I critically botched.
No, actually, you didn't. Well,
I rolled a 1.
You did, but you didn't. You still beat the score required for me to grant you.
Oh,
One
I thought
information
the
about it.
one. I thought 1 was like just automatic fail.
It's a knowledge check. Don't worry about it.
It's a knowledge check, dude. It's not actually trying to physically do something. If it was trying to physically do something, yeah, you automatically fail.
Yeah, although it's not going to be very
Sure.
helpful. Your knowledge about this would hint that you shouldn't get caught in its claws, as it has a habit of grabbing things and not letting go until they're dead. Congratulations.
I formally request to have a claw for study from the dead one, and I just look at the dark elves like,
The dark elves don't
You're
care,
too
man.
good,
They're-
man. The rest of us will pull this end
No, for the If it helps, the majority of the dark elves are already splitting up into recon teams and are actually, while keeping in sight of each other, slowly exploring into the woods.
okay. So I turn back to the footman. I'm sorry, sir. What's your name? If you're gonna make me suffer, I'm gonna make you suffer.
You're right, git. Okay.
I'm gonna ask every NPC their name.
I swear you don't. You just hate experience, don't you?
What do you mean hate experience? Come on,
Okay.
hit me with it. Please tell me you have a randomizer. Please tell me you have a randomizer.
Okay. Okay. He's a half elf from Promideo. His name is McKellen, and he was of the Order of the Silver Hand. And considering their current state, he doesn't. You don't think there'd be official order here at the moment.
Can I sort of tell what rank he was in the Silver Hand?
Sergeant.
Okay.
Okay. He's noticed
Oh.
you looking around, taking samples, and he has noticed you basically investigating all the plant and wildlife that have been
Yeah.
found. And so he is volunteering you to do a deeper recon.
Wait, what?
He needs someone who knows about nature. He knows about, the wild. Who knows about wildlife, nature, and how survival in order to travel somewhere on this beach and try and find food, water, shelter, somewhere defensible against ginormous freaking insects. He's sending out
I
scout
silently point out the
teams.
giant rocky crag.
Yeah, it's not that big.
Okay. I thought it was
Okay.
like one of those pillars, like, you could build a house on top.
You could build a building on the side of it, but it's not going to be enough for 8,000 people.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, he's selecting. Him and a few others are selecting people to do recon of the island who they think are actually going to survive and bring back more information. You,
Dark elves
for
are
the
doing
fact,
their thing in the forest.
you've actually, thanks to your actions with your knowledge of the local wildlife and, well, I'd say knowledge. I'll just put the fact that you've.
Poking around.
Yeah, between the two of you, you've actually displayed survival skills, you've spotted creatures, you've started analyzing potential food sources. He thinks that the two of you actually have what it takes to, get out there, survive, and bring back news, food, water, supplies, whatever's needed.
Blink, point at myself, me.
Well, you did spot the mantis, and he actually commemorate? He thanks you for that. That was an actual...
Commendate.
Yeah. Accommodate?
Commends.
No, that's when you like...
Commends.
Commence?
Yeah, commends.
Commend, yeah. He actually commends you because that was actually a threat. If it hadn't been spotted and civilians had started wandering around for firewood...
We won't get firewood.
I will raise my finger and point out, just FYI, I'm not sure if we should start gathering this firewood until I've actually tested it to make sure it's not like explosive or anything, or if it can even be burnt. Or it doesn't release like hallucinogenic fumes or something.
Now look at the mask, dude, like, wow. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you traveled to this place before? Do you know what the flora and fauna could do?
No.
Okay.
Well,
It's
then
not-
there we go.
I
He
wouldn't
does
exactly think that the trees explode, but okay.
He does point out the fact that while it's not 100% time critical, they have brought supplies with them. There is a great worry because they don't want anything like that crawling out of the woods or the sea, or the woods and the sea,
Well-
and catching them unprepared.
Well, if he
And they
doesn't
don't-
mind.
And they don't him and a couple of the other military people have actually decided that being on a flat open beach, good for a temporary refugee camp, bad for long-term survival. So,
Well, if Mr. McKellen doesn't mind, I would like to quickly actually study the samples I have already collected before we move on deeper to see if at least what we have right here is of use to us.
feel free.
That might take a day.
He does say that if you do accept, if he's basically asking you to volunteer, and if you do accept, he is going to he's going to allow the actual military stockpiles to become somewhat available to you at request. But it will be everything is rationed out right now. There's everything that they have is going to be really hard to replace.
I nod.
Okay.
Okay. Again, you
I'm kind of geared up as it is right now, but yeah, we might look into that later.
okay. So, Lucas, you actually want to sit down for a while and start examining.
I actually want to start examining. But however, before I do, I look at the elf and it's like, well, I think you'd better like scuttle off and find something for your little pet to eat before it starts munching on us.
Scuttle off. Raises an eyebrow. Looks back to
I'm
my
sorry.
raptor.
What do I get the feeling you've recruited a freaking Vulcan?
Or is it eating the mantis? Stop eating my
The
sample!
mantis is meat, so
Yeah, I would assume that if nothing else, if the raptor's really hungry, it might have taken a little nibble.
Keel's over dead.
okay.
I don't.
No,
I don't
I'm
think,
pretty sure that
I
the
don't think
Dark
mantises
Elves,
are poisonous.
the Dark Elves, they do have possession of the mantis. I think they will. I'm pretty sure
Except
they're
the
going to give
claw.
a small part of it to one of their riding beasts just to see if it gets sick.
Yeah.
If the answer is yes, then they probably won't use it for food.
I just point out that, well, I'm going to be sitting here and brewing for a couple of hours, which I'm pretty sure
Okay.
your kind has better things to do with its time than sit around and watch me cook.
Are you really? Are we really going to split the party while you do cooking?
Well, that's what my character does. And it'll keep you entertained with Matt. Hey, my course of action here makes perfect sense.
It does. All right.
And then the base cap is attacked while I'm away, and you're mauled. Good job.
Okay. So, Matt, a friendly alchemist has decided that he's going to set up camp and cook some mantis, some crab,
Berries
some
and
ground
nuts.
nut.
Just let me know when I have to roll something for them later on.
It will be alchemy because you'll be trying to identify any properties they might have.
Okay, so what, do you want to just roll that now for everything, or?
Yeah, just make a list of what you got and you want to test, and tell me an
Yep, I've
alchemy
got it.
score for each one.
Okay, hang on.
Right, Matt. What do you want to do while he's faffing?
Well, while he's burning things away, I might as well go check and see what my people are doing off in the woods. Because Lord knows they need another pair of eyes. Could end up dead too.
Okay. Your people are in the woods, but they're only doing a close perimeter, not too far into the tree line, and making sure that they are always in pairs and always within line of sight to one of the other groups. And they are pretty much just performing a sweep through the near clearing, just to make sure that there's nothing directly in the trees near the civilian camps.
Okay, so in other words, we're kind of making a little check perimeter and making sure nothing's out there watching us.
Mm-hmm. They have uncovered a few things, but nothing significantly threatening. They've uncovered a few crabs of various sizes, nothing beyond like about 3 foot width. A couple more insects. Again, nothing as large as you've come across so far.
So we've come across other crabs and insects of actual semi-normal size, which doesn't completely freak people the hell out.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing like a 20-foot wide crab or a 10-foot high mantis. No.
So 3-foot crab. Do we have a boiling pot big enough for that?
Funnily enough, with some stuffing, yes. Although, to be honest, your compatriots have gone less for the stuff in a pot and more for the cookie in its own shell.
Oh, so in other words, they've kind of clobbered it and then just kind of put it on its own little spinner over an open fire?
Pretty much, bashed it on the head, spun it over, used its back carapace as a plate.
Okay, alchemy's done.
So, a little bit of butter. Find a little bit of butter somewhere and start having a little bit of bite to eat.
Yeah.
I've done my alchemy checks, by the way.
Yay for
Okay.
crab.
So, if you can go through the list bit by bit.
I got 15 for the berries.
Okay. From the berries, you learn through sampling and testing, you learn that they are not poisonous. You've learned that they do have an odd effect on your fingers when you spill some juice on them,
Yeah.
and they taste really sour.
What's the effect on my fingers? Like, is it melting my fingerprints?
No, it just tingles.